Hello and welcome to another episode of Streaming Without a Paddle. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.
This week, Ted and I took on the Netflix original Little Brother, starring
Eric Andre and John Cena. Do you want me to read a bunch of them?
What?
I mean...
No.
Yeah, Eric Andre and John Cena. Wait, who's the wife?
It's theirs.
Who's the wife?
Michelle Moygan.
That's it. I love her.
I always get her last name wrong.
I do love her and everything. She's very... She has that thing. She's very easy to watch. You know what I mean? She's very easy to watch.
Yeah, she is. And, you know, the thing is she reminds me, or I always get her confused with Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah.
They're very similar. And they were actually cast opposite each other in the Mission Impossibles because of that resemblance that they have. So I don't know who's the doppelganger to who, but
I think that
that's where we are, right? That they do look extremely alike. That has to be as an actor. That has to be difficult.
Yeah. Also, Christopher Maloney's in here.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, especially if you look that much alike. I mean, if somebody's casting for, you know what? I think we could get Rebecca cheaper.
You literally lived this in real life. In real life,
they could definitely get me cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, he literally retired from 1997 to this year.
Yeah, so
29 years the man did not do a film.
Moynihan. Okay, Michelle
Moynihan.
Michelle, my belle. Anyway, all right. This movie was what? I think an hour and 38, 37, I think it was, something like that, if memory serves me correct.
Yep.
And so John Cena plays a realtor in New York and New Jersey area, not specific to that. He was a big brother back in high school for extra credit or college. That's what it was.
Yeah.
College, look good going into college. And Eric Andre plays the individual, the adult version of the individual he was a big brother to. Mm-hmm. And but he's a mess.
Yeah, he's in a mental hospital at the beginning of the movie. Also, we should throw in there that Christopher Maloney is his real brother, is Cena's real brother, but he's also like one of the richest people in the world. So he's a complete butthole.
Right, and that's who John Cena is trying to get his approval of. And doing so, he thinks John Cena's character, Rudd, he thinks it's a good idea to do be part of one of those reality real estate shows, and it turns out to be something that's not necessary. So
that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Mouse just goes,
"Oh yeah, no,"
just gently to let you know that he wants to be petted.
Yeah, no, this is I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not, but this is Mouse. A foster cat that seems
to really
to not be fostered anymore. That
it's your cat,
more permanent fixture here. But anyway,
Mouse is the most social of the cats, right? Mouse and Sweetie.
Yeah.
He's pretty. He lets me pet him.
Yeah. Mouse is good. Mouse is going to jump in my lap here in a second. Anyway, this is like the third or fourth, definitely the third, maybe the fourth John Cena film that we have reviewed since the inception of this. We did Family Vacation 2. Did we do Family Vacation 1, or was that pre?
We did the couples. What was it?
Well,
Vacation Friends. Is that
Vacation Friends? Yeah. Vacation.
There's two of them.
There's 1 and 2.
We did both of them.
Yes. Okay, so we did Head of State. And we've now done this one, and let's see here. There was another one here that we did too, and. Memorable. I'll just say that. Ricky Stenicki.
That was the best of all of them.
So I'm going to get that, get there. So, all right, so we've done 4.
Yeah.
We've done 4 John Cena movies in 3 years. That should scare you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big perspective there.
He's great, and I know you don't watch it, but Peacemaker, he's great.
I did half of the first season, and it just,
It's not for you.
It's not. It's, that kind of humor is just not.
I get it.
I mean, they just, I don't know if it's season 2, season 3, and whatever they're up to now.
Season 2 right now.
No, okay. I don't know if they got past the constant penis references.
His huge hog.
And and so, I just was like, not that I have any phobia or anything. I didn't think that needed to be part of a main storyline.
I get it.
Right.
A sidebar.
Yeah.
I finally watched Superman.
Which
the
one?
new one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't. I haven't.
I know you didn't, but this is my friend is in it, Anthony Kerrigan, and he is the best part of the movie. Actually, he's great, and the movie's good. I didn't enjoy it a bit, but it was for me. I like my superhero movies to be a little more real, a little grittier.
Right.
Like the Nolan Batmans and the Tim Burton Batmans are my jam.
Okay.
But I find that the Superman character is lost on me because he's a god. It's not as interesting.
Right.
It's not as interesting. He can get beat up, but then as soon as sun hits him, he's healed again. And then, anyway, back to this. But I just, my Superman side rating,
yeah.
I think I would give it about an 81.
That's a big number.
Not really. Not for a movie. That movie was pretty universally liked.
That's my new thing.
Okay, 7.6.
I love the short of outtakes from Parks and Rec, and the Amy Poehler and I forget her first name, Jones. Rashida Jones. They are giving the Parks and Rec staff a pep talk. And they needed a good, comeback, right? And so Amy Poehler and Rashida Jones are saying, are listing off all these great comeback stories, and Seabiscuit, Rocky, and they just go on, and then Chris Pratt.
I've seen this clip.
Chris Pratt goes, Kim Kardashian. He goes, well, I don't know about that. He goes,
He was a pretty good comeback.
Yeah,
it's funny.
I'm pretty sure she had on her back.
My wife, every time I say that they are a talentless family, except the mom. The mom is a genius.
Okay.
But I'm always like, Kardashian, she doesn't have any real talent. And she's like, that's not true. They have businesses. And I was like, okay. But they're all famous because she did a porno.
Yeah, well, yeah. What?
Good for her. High five.
Yeah, I don't. And this is coming from somebody who produced reality. Mm-hmm. Okay. I just don't subscribe to that. Now, I have produced reality shows where it's contestant based. Mm-hmm. That would be The Mole. And then I have created reality that was follow along on already established people or personalities.
What was her name?
Celebrities. And then, what did Lori Morgan?
No, but the last show that you did.
And then I was just going to say, and it was really more or less a follow along on the Andertons or the music group.
Yeah.
Lucy Angel.
Yeah, that's it.
And so now they weren't celebrities, but they had something backing them up. Right? I mean, they had something. I just don't like celebrity personas like the Kardashians.
Yeah, they're
they've done nothing.
Like Paris Hilton back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
She's at least does stuff now. Now she's, the funniest thing about her is she's like, that's all a character. I think that's genius. She's not dumb at all.
Yeah, but she got in, you know, the series was based on more of a social, and then just like their Kardashian persona that they had in Los Angeles.
And also, it's noted, like, I have done a follow along directed one as well about professional wrestling that, you know, the pilot got purchased, and then they do what they do, and sometimes they take you, sometimes they don't. But we both know that we're helping the narrative.
Yeah. This movie right here is very. I'm going to put this out there. You watched the behind the scenes of this real estate show. Now I can't say because I've never done real estate per se, but the fact that the two producers are there, and they're like, okay, that was great, but let's do it this way.
That's exactly how it is,
and that's very real in that sense.
I had a friend in New York that used to do that Breaking Amish show, and he told hilarious stories where they'd be like, "Hey," he'd say something like, "Hey, can you cut that camera off for a second?" He'd be like, "You do know that your best friend is hooking up with your girlfriend. All right, turn it back on."
Yeah,
and they didn't know, and they'd be like.
Yeah, we had one of those. We had one of those moments too on Lucy Angel. We had lots of them, but one really stood out to me is that our director, Lucy Angel's two sisters and a mother. One of the sisters was in a partnership. They weren't married, but at the time they were in a partnership together with a singer-songwriter, and I'm not going to say names. You can always watch the show. I'm pretty sure it's playing. By the way, that's Mouse.
He said, "It is time for me to shine."
Yeah, my turn. My turn. Showtime.
Hey, Rocky, Mouse is taking over.
So anyway, the director of the show had found out that the songwriter partner of one of the sisters. That he was basically being a Lou Pearlman of sorts. And was developing a girl group. And the partner and the lead singer of the family, Lucy Angel, she was unaware of that. And so the director told her. And so when they all got together, she brought it up, and it became a source of contention.
Yeah, I think people that I am a more like, I like 90 Day Fiance. My wife has gotten me into that. It's a pretty interesting little show. But I think, like, if people actually knew how boring people's lives are, if we didn't say things to them or we didn't put them in situations where they were going to act, it would be so boring.
Yeah.
Like the Kardashian show, they sit down and talk about what they're going to go in there and do. They all come clear on it, and then they go. Now, occasionally, do they get in a fight and yell at each other? Yes. But, like, there is a roundabout of what is about to happen.
Yeah. One of the things that bothered me the most about this follow-along personal reality type show is that over the years, I have seen the carnage, and it's very difficult on the people being portrayed in the show because of situations just like I was talking about in Lucy Angel, is that I think there's a line, and often producers cross that line.
Yeah.
And create too much friction. I mean, you just look at everybody that's done reality and the couple-wise, and where are they now?
Right, but also if you're doing the reality route, that's hilarious. The reality route in a show like that, and you're the main producer, you don't have you're one of the people that doesn't have a lot of cares. You're fine making whatever you need to do to make the show go.
Yeah, and that was a problem I had.
Yeah, you have a conscience.
Because, Lucy Angel was the first follow reality personality shows that I'd ever done. And so, and I'll be honest with it, with the other producer and the individual that directed it, you can argue that he's great at what he does because he's able to get that content out.
But you have to turn your soul off at night. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I think that spills over. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I think that spills over into your professional relationship with people. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what had happened with myself and the other producers of the show. And I just, I didn't appreciate it. So anyway, we kind of got digressed there, but there is this movie does revolve around the fact that there is a reality show being produced, and John Cena's character Rudd is part of this reality show. And again, I can talk about it. I've been there on the front lines. I've been behind the camera. I've seen. Now, you see, it was different with Lori.
But that was just a doc, though, right?
What?
That was just a document, straight up.
No. It was going to be a follow-along reality show. And, I think the thing that was different between Lori, which was just a pilot, I mean, we did have an offer to pick it up, but talent walked away from it. And you know what?
She walked away from it?
She did.
What year was this?
Oh, God. I don't know.
Early 2000s?
I can't put things in time frame now. It's probably closer to 2011, 2012, if I had to guess.
What is her daughter's name again? Morgan? That's it.
Morgan
I think
Gaddis.
she's a year or two younger than me.
Okay.
Like, I knew her in high school.
I love that family. Yeah. I tell you what, they are totally colorful, and it just, and I love Lori to death, and I'll publicly say she lost her husband Randy a couple of years back, and that was just not a good thing. Randy was wonderful. So
does she still live in Hendersonville?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, she lived out of Hendersonville when we did the show, and I know that she moved down to Florida at some point. But anyway, we digress. But yeah, I'll be honest with you. On this movie, we've done, like I said, we've counted out 4 Cena movies in 3 years now, and you can almost watch him progress as an actor through these films.
He's funny.
He can be, but this is probably the least comedic.
Well, yeah, because he's the straight man.
And I thought that was more suiting for him. I mean, I thought he did a good job in Ricky Stenicki, right? I guess the problem I think I have with John Cena movies is the fact that he's picking these movies that they lack taste.
Well, I mean,
this is a comedy.
Right, but you have to remember that things aren't getting greenlit anymore. So he's taking what's greenlit and offered to him, which is going to be, people love him as the peacemaker, so they're going to want him to play that sort of character.
Yeah. No,
I don't think Dave Bautista is the only one of those dudes that consciously makes choices of, I want to do this type of movie.
Yeah.
The rest of them, like The Rock tried with Smash Machine. He was actually great. I think it's kind of weird he didn't get an Oscar nomination. But, I mean, usually The Rock is doing the same sort. He does the big action version of this.
Yeah.
But if you had watched the rest of Peacemaker, Cena's got some scenes where he gets real sad and has some moments, and he's really good.
Okay.
He's a good actor.
I'll take your word for it, but because I don't watch, but I think it's watching this movie and watching John Cena in it, and the fact that he was partnered up with Eric in this. It was Eric and Andre. it just made me sad. I mean, it really did, because I don't know. I think John is bringing himself down. Mm-hmm. And I think there's things that he could do. There's surely got to be things out there that he can do that give him a little bit more.
You're saying you think he might be a better actor than we're getting to see?
Well, yeah, I do.
Well, I think at the beginning of his career, he only did action movies. So, like, when he started out,
Marine,
and he didn't like that because he felt like weirdly forced. Because I think, from what I hear from people that know him, is he is kind of funny and is kind of like that in real life.
Oh, there's no question he can pull off comedic scenes, and he's got that attribute about him. But I think he's better than what he's getting. That's what that he's putting himself out there for. Okay. And I realize as well, because of his physical size.
I mean, he's a giant.
That there are going to be limitations just based on that.
Yeah. You look like a superhero.
And so you're not going to be pulling in certain roles.
So what did you think of this movie?
I thought it was funny.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to do the 2 scores on this. I'm going to give it a general movie score. Because of its content, it's going to be a lot lower than its comedy score. Mm-hmm. Because I thought I thought there was a lot of unnecessary gross dialogue.
Yeah.
In this movie, there was so much. There was not so much, but there was sophomoric scenes that really could have been done away with. And I get it. You know what? You're on the set, and wouldn't it be funny if?
Yeah.
Right. And if you watch this movie, watch it through the end, because there's outtakes. And you get to see the behind the scenes. I mean, there's one scene, and I think it's actually in the teaser there, where Eric Andre's character Marcus is in Cena's Porsche, and he's told to stay in the car, and he has to go to the bathroom, and the door gets ripped off the car. But so they show outtakes from that scene at the end of the movie, and I forget who directed this.
It doesn't matter.
And you can hear them, directing, and so those scenes could have been done away with.
Okay.
But anyway, all right. Ted, let's put some numbers on this.
6.2.
As a general movie, or is that as a comedy? Because this is I think this is really genre specific.
I think it's a 6.2 as a general movie.
Okay.
And for me, like a 6.9 as a comedy.
Okay, I was going to give it a 6.3 as a general movie.
Okay.
But as a comedy, I was going to give it a 7.4.
So we're pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny, but and it made me laugh.
I've just seen it 100 times. Hell, I made one. I made one just like it, about me in a playhouse. I mean, yeah. I get it. I've seen it so many times. It's like, I still like it. Yeah. I enjoyed the movie. I would tell everybody to watch it if you like comedies.
Yeah, if you want a comedy, an adult-esque comedy, don't let the kids watch this. This is rated R, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is clearly rated R.
It was not as good as Ricky Snicky.
I mean, yeah. So you don't want to have this on, and because your kids will pick up things in this movie that you really don't want to have to deal with the next day.
That's true.
So, but yeah, I'm going to give it, what would I say, 6.3 as a general movie, 7.4 as a comedy, because it was funny.
And I'm a 6.2 and a 6.9.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so. And that falls into the scope of that. So, all right. I have a rewind this week.
You
This is my rewind, and I'm going really old.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going time travel here. This isn't just a rewind. This is Doc. We're getting in the DeLorean.
Tell
and
me.
We're going back. 1969.
Oh.
We are going back. This is on Tubi, so it's free to watch. I remember watching this movie as I was growing up because they would play it from time to time on free TV. Mm-hmm. And it's called Support Your Local Sheriff. It stars James Garner. Okay,
Well, right there I'm in.
yeah, James Garner back in the 70s, and he was just. I got to pull this up here. He was a huge star. I mean, he did the Rockford Files, but he did movies as well. And let's see here. Yeah, Support Your Local Sheriff.
Ooh, I've seen that.
1969, 1 hour, 32 minutes. James Garner, it's a Western. Okay, it's a comedy Western, and it's absolutely hysterical. It's extremely clean. It stars, like I said, James Garner, Jack Elam. All right, Jack Elam is a character actor back in the 70s. Absolutely hysterical. I mean, just looking at him, I mean, it makes you laugh because he's got one eye that goes one direction and the other. And Harry Morgan's in this, and you'll probably best know him as Colonel...
Mustard?
No, MASH. Not Colonel Blake, but Colonel...
I've never
Potter.
really watched
Colonel
MASH.
Potter. Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Yeah.
And Bruce Dern.
The great Bruce Dern.
I mean, this was one of his early works.
He is.
1969, so...
Bruce Dern is an absolute killer. Every set he walks on.
This movie was just absolutely hysterical. And when I watched it the other night, because, I try to watch what I recommend to make sure I'm just not blowing smoke up here. Mm-hmm. Anyway, James Garner plays kind of a transient cowboy, and he pulls into this little town, that's just struck it rich in gold, and they have to transport the gold that they mine out of this area across this particular area of land, which is owned by the Danby family, which is the Bruce Dern character's family, and because of that, the Danbys, they feel like they control the town. They get 20% of all the money or of the gold without picking up a shovel, right? Yeah. Just so people can transport it across their property. And but Garner comes into town and he sees what's going on, and he sees it's not right. Mm-hmm. And so they make him the sheriff of this town to kind of right all the wrongs. And he does in a very comical way. It's hysterical.
Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, it's on Tubi. And then the follow-up to this was actually Support Your Local Gunfighter, which came out a couple of years after this movie. James Garner and Jack Elam are once again paired up as partners in Support Your Local Gunfighter, as they were in this particular movie, but they're separate movies. Okay. So anyway, but I'm gonna give this an off the record rewind score of. This is going to be a big number, 8.6.
I'm going to let you know.
Because this is a super clean, old-fashioned, well, it's 1969, right?
Yeah.
Comedy. And it was back when movies were well-written. I'm just going to say it, because they didn't have a lot to lean on in the way of special effects. I mean, if you see something blow up in this movie, it really blew up, because
it is interesting because you can rely on the images now so much more. Like When they did the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, it was so much more dialogue than any of the new ones.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. This is a dialogue and action-driven movie. And when I say action, I don't mean explosions and stuff like that. But anyway, all right, yeah. Support your local sheriff. Tubi, 1 hour and 32 minutes. Anything else, Ted?
No.
All right, we're 2 episodes now into House of Dragon. It's amazing.
Okay.
So I'll throw that out there for the viewers and listeners. So, but other than that, that's pretty much what I've been into. So actually, I've watched a lot of stuff. I got a backlog of shorts I need to do, and I'll get those out hopefully this week. So. Other than that, I'm good. Mouse, you good over there?
Having a great time.
Oh, man, I tell you what. She got locked into the studio.
And has wanted to get out for the last 30 minutes.
She doesn't understand this. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you as listeners and viewers of the show. And tell your friends and your family. We appreciate it. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.
And that's Mouse.
Who hated being in this room.